What's going on, everybody? Y'all good?
Coach, you doing good?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
All right.
Can't complain.
Could you give your opinion on the transfer portal and how it's working in recruiting? I mean, it's different at every school, but there's been a lot of talk about how the high school kids are kind of getting the raw deal. What's your opinion on that?
The transfer portal, I start with this. The transfer portal, when you're recruiting high school kids and you don't get them, a lot of the times, if you really build that relationship and they go to another place, a lot of the times you'll have a chance to get them coming back. The second time around, now for the high school kids that are leaving, I could see it's a little something there as far as being overlooked. I could definitely see that, even for the junior college guys, you can see that as well. So all of this is new to everyone, but I'm sure they're going to come up with some kind of way for the kids. All the kids can kind of get what they deserve. But at the same time, I just think it's different for different staffs as well. So it may be a kid to get overlooked, may not be a kid get overlooked, but I think right now we're so early in the process, so we're still learning.
Greg Knox coached you at Auburn.
Yeah.
What has your relationship been like since your playing days, and you're going up against him now?
Yeah, Coach Knox, that's my guy. Great guy. First of all, great guy, great family guy. Great coach. He's been doing it a long time. He's been in the SEC a long time. When he left Auburn, he went to Mississippi State. From Mississippi State, he's been at Florida. So to just be in the SEC that long says a lot about him. A really good teacher, a people's person. I've been knowing Coach Knox almost 20 years now. Just a stand-up guy. So he's a guy that I always root for as well. I can't root for him Thursday, but I'm a big fan of Coach Knox.
Have you guys talked this week? And
Yeah, just saw him last night. We had a social. Saw him last night and hugged his neck. He hugged my neck. Just an awesome person. A guy that's from Texas and he has Texas roots. Obviously, I'm from South Carolina, but we was talking about GJ getting the job and how excited he was for GJ, and I was talking about how excited I was for him and I am for him. And but Coach Knox is a stand-up guy.
What is your goal in terms of quote unquote containing one Mr. Emory Jones? Like what's realistic in terms of numbers, or how do you?
Oh, I don't know about numbers, but we got to figure out a way to get him on the ground, figure out a way to keep him bottled up. He does a really good job. He's a really good runner. They call runs for him. So he's not just dropping back and scrambling like a kid that we played the last game. These are design runs for him. They make you play 11 on 11. They make you play. Every guy has to be fitting on the run. Every guy got to be in tune with the run. That's what Dan Mullen was always doing. They're gonna keep doing it. They did it again versus Florida State with the staff that's there now. So that's something that's continually that they're doing. It's a good scheme. It's pretty much Wildcat the whole time. He has the ability to throw it, so it's a unique deal that we got to get him on the ground. We got to bottle him up.
Cap Bryant has accepted a few invitations to all these All-Star games. I think today was the East-West Shrine Bowl. He's playing in this bowl game. How big is it to have him in this game?
Oh, it's huge because, he's a guy, for one, I'm super proud of him. He come in, he was a no-ego guy, came to work every day. Didn't miss a practice, even if he was nicked or bruised, didn't miss a practice. Says a lot about him, coming from Auburn, but he wasn't the ego guy. Came to work every day, had his best season this season, had his best season in one season than he had previous four years. He got everything that he earned. He earned that. I'm a big fan of his, and I know he has a bright future. So I didn't even know about the East-West, so I need to call him and congratulate him on that. I'm so locked in on this bowl game. But he's a guy that deserved it, and he came with a lot of leadership. Our guys was watching and seeing how it was done, and again, proud of him.
It looked like you got to talk with a couple of your former players. I think Jamel Dean and KJ Britt. How was that? It
was cool. They play for the Tampa Bay Bucks, and they stay right down the road. And KJ is like, he's my guy. So he'll come up to Orlando and visit us, and it was good to see Jamel Dean as well. And those guys they're doing great, having a really good season with Tampa Bay. So we always root for all of our guys that we've coached all around the league. So it was really good to see them, really good.
Brandon Adams, some of the younger guys, what's the biggest thing that you've seen throughout the season, like especially in your secondary? It's so young.
Yeah, just growth. It was one of those years with just injuries and different things that just like Coach was saying, building the foundation. But Brandon, he has poise, man. He's poise and confidence, and he got ice water in his veins. He's not scared. He's from Atlanta. He's not scared of anything. He's a former quarterback. I think he said he played defensive end in Pop Warner. So, everything about that kid. He has a bright future. He's got to continue to listen to Coach Addy and Coach Gibbs, and he's going to get better and better. But proud of his progress.
Signing day was last week. How exciting was? I know you're focused on the bowl, but just take me back to last week. How exciting was it to sign the Henderson twins?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, it was exciting to sign all those guys, but keeping the guys that's close to Orlando, keeping them in Orlando, that's always a big deal. That's something that Coach Malzahn, we really want to do coming in, is keeping the guys close to home and try our best not to let them out. And I really do think we have a really good class. When you're talking about a foundation, these guys, we really wanted really good football players. We want good people, but football players as well. Didn't really look at what it was rated at. We just trust the film and trust our eyes, and we're very pleased with the class.
What about the one spot you guys didn't add anybody, high school wise at least, was D tackle? Is that something that's a priority in the portal, or is it just an ongoing process in general?
We just feel like we got a really good D-line. We got a lot of guys coming back, and we should be fine. If we go in the portal, we'll get a veteran guy. But looking at the guys that's coming out next year, there's a lot of guys that are coming out next year that's going to be ready, that we think could come in and help us early as freshmen. But we feel really good about our interior. And if we add a guy here or there, that'd be great. But we did that on purpose as far as what we're trying to do.
Also,
Thank you.